Right.
Somebody answer my question.
Okay. Good. Well, sorry everybody that we were late. We had a few technical issues which have now been solved. And we're just going to get straight into the game as quick as we can, especially since some of our players have to be
in bed.
off and in bed.
Pies.
Yes, not right now. Quite a distance from now, but you know. Anyway, so when last we left our adventurers, they had finally set off on their journey to Volt. After a fairly, thankfully, uneventful trip there, on the outskirts of the city itself, they found themselves in contact with a dwarf by the name of Hiln Orgaze, a member of the Ironholds, the de facto royal guard of Volt. After a brief encounter with a pair of trolls that she had been tracking for some time, they discovered a wounded centaur in the cave that the trolls had been trying to get inside. Speaking to her, they learnt of her quest to find Skerrit's Renewal, a relic of a supposed relic of her god that they believed could help heal the rubric. After going their separate ways, they eventually made their way to Volt, where Randall received a message from who they could only assume was Albert Vict, and that instructed them to lay low. However, ignoring all of this, Wulfric showed his hand, literally speaking, and identified himself finally as a noble to get past a possible roadblock before they ended up with a strange and dangerous encounter with the Thieves Guild known as the Quiet Foundation within the Dusty Coin, the one of the shadier taverns within the dilapidated dwarven enclave of the city. Now, our session begins in the aftermath of the decision to essentially stick it in the face of the Thieves Guild. As they learned that the two members of the Thieves Guild that they had captured with hold person spells had been murdered, they had heard a voice call out to them from the darkness. So, what would you like to do in response?
I would like to sit. I'm assuming the guards were sat on a table, if I remember correctly. Is that?
They were sat at a table. Yeah, you sat them at a table.
I sit down next to them casually, and I start carving something into the table.
Okay.
I carve Thieves' Cant.
Mm-hmm.
A house with a crossed out door. That means better guarded than you think.
Mm-hmm.
A bow with a big dot. That means authorities are alerted.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 circles connected. That means mutual respect and recognition.
You know, the air is silent as you scroll these things into the table. And after you're finished, the voice speaks out to you once again from the shadows. Oh. More guarded than you think. That is true. But not from your point of view. Tell me, what are you doing here?
We were only trying to have a night's rest when your underlings insulted us to our face. We do not take kindly to insults.
Oh.
Respect.
But
and I underline the mutual respect one.
That's simply our customs here in Volt. Surely you would not be one to offend the locals.
If the locals need offending.
You're a feisty one. You remind me of, well, my ex.
You wish. And I start playing with the dagger.
I suppose then there's nothing for it. We're going to have to give you a little test, aren't we?
Grow a pair, Fen. Not Fen, Tae'la. Wrong game. Sorry, ignore that, Tae'la. As an out-body experience.
Well, boys, care to give our guests a warm welcome? And as she says that, you see three really burly-looking men, completely different to the ones before, burst through the front door of the tavern, weapons held high, instantly ready for a fight. I would like you all to make a perception check.
Oh no, not 3 guys. Nat 20.
That one.
20 not natural.
22.
14.
Arxan, stepping out from the shadows around you, you can see that 3 guys is a little bit of an understatement. From seemingly nowhere, 2 figures step out from behind you. Daggers bared, and you can see from each of the tips of the daggers drips a horrible green liquid that when it impacts the hard wooden floor of this tavern, melts quickly through the wood.
5 guys, acid and lies.
Let's roll for initiative before I
God.
make a boulder fall on Arxan's head.
This die is ridiculous. I just rolled a natural 1 on the perception, followed by natural 20 on initiative. I don't know why. I blame Alex.
Oh no, this map's teeny. Okay.
Nobody wants to join me in my epic down.
I actually rolled well on initiative, guys, who don't understand how important
Yeah,
it is.
so did I as well. I'm so glad that I get advantage on that now because of the shield.
After last session's abysmal display of...
It's too bad you
Alright.
make really awkward shaped maps.
Give me really awkward shaped maps. It's a square.
Yeah, but for the stream thing, it's fine.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
'em.
Hey, Joseph.
Be nice.
Oh, jeez, wow, okay. Alright, that's an initiative score. Okay. No, that's not. Okay, 25 to 20, please.
24.
20.
20.
Oh, Julian.
Oh damn. Thought I did alright.
Same.
Niss, you rolled a 24, right?
On a natural 20, yeah. If that
20.
makes any difference.
What's your dex?
4 plus 4.
Is it? Alright, I thought it was +5. Okay.
It can be.
Could you roll again for me, please?
Who? Me?
You, yes.
Okay.
This guy also has +4 dex and rolled the same.
That's another natural 20. I'm sorry.
Okay, this goes first.
I wish I had your dice.
I don't know. That
Although,
one's
to be
strange.
fair,
That one's
I really
ones
like
and
this.
20s.
Are you sure you just don't have a dice that's all 20s?
I am sure it's this
Half
one.
of it is ones, half of it's 20.
Okay, who else got 20s?
I got 20.
I got 20.
Okay.
I imagine you've probably got better decks than me.
My dex is
I've
plus
got-
3.
Yes.
Yes. Randall, the only person who doesn't have better decks than you is Wulfric, and he's a tank.
Yeah.
Not in the MMO sense. Literally, he's basically just a boiler with arms and legs.
Pretty much.
Okay, and then... Okay, anyone else in 25 to 20? Nope, okay, 15 to 20?
18.
18 as well.
Okay,
Oh,
Arxan
wow.
goes first, because, obviously,
Because dex.
because dexterity is really, really good in 5th edition. And Julian?
10.
10, okay. I remember Julian this time.
Me too. We're getting better at this.
Okay, so as the figures draw in on you, very obviously in a threatening stance, Niss, what do you want to do?
Whew.
There's a music.
Do
on.
I? So how many of the figures? Because I didn't get the perception, how many of the figures do I see? Do I see all 5 of them?
You see all of them. Arxan alerted you to them.
Okay. And which one is the boss?
You, all of the figures that you see, apart from one of the fug-like looking ones, are all male, whereas the voice you heard was female, or feminine at least.
Oh. I see. Can I do a perception check to see if I can see her, or is that the action itself, or can I do that as bonus?
That would be an action, but you can do that.
No, then I'm just going to jump at the throat at the guy in front of me.
Okay.
With the rapier, and the other 2 take the. If I hit, of course. Hold on. So 17 plus 7, 24.
24 will hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other 2 are within 5, so that diagonally that counts, right?
Yes, but does Green Flame Blade hit one or multiple targets?
It's a good question. I'll have to check.
I believe it's only jumps to an additional target.
I have it here. Sorry for this.
It's an additional target.
Fair enough.
I've just pulled it up.
Then the one on the lower one.
The lower one. Okay. All right. Yeah. So 24 does hit though.
Good.
Where is my...
It's no sneak attack, I'm guessing, because...
No sneak attack, unfortunately, no. They are not surprised and there's no one near them, so...
Yeah. That's 9 regular damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to check the Green Flame Blade again.
Green Flame Blade will do a D...
Yeah, T8 on the regular one, and on the first one, I think, on the one I attack, that's 7 damage.
Okay.
And the D8 plus something?
D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier on the attack. So that's 16 altogether on the main target, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And attack. Is that plus intelligence? Yeah.
Yeah, plus that's intelligence.
10.
Okay.
Haven't used them in ages.
All right. So, as you leap over the table in one move, you pull out your rapier and stick it between the shoulder, like the shoulder and the sternum of one of the of one of these folks, just running it straight through. And as you pull it out, flame shoots from the base of the rapier into the wound, and bursting out the back of the thug and leaping to his friend at the side. Both of them go ah as it burns at them.
And I would like to.
As they shrug it off, they both turn and look at you now, hefting their weapons in their hands and glaring.
And I would like to disengage and move away as a bonus action.
That's
fine.
Behind
Arxan.
next to the assassin.
Yeah, I just saw that. Can I move faster?
Okay, so now.
Yeah, I'll just stay there.
This one steps over there, and that one steps over the bar behind you. They move silently. They do not run. They walk at a steady pace. You can see them there. They have their sword, their dagger in their back hand, stepping forward. And as they step towards you in a fluid motion that just doesn't seem to have any start to it or anything, it just seems as they're continuing to walk. They lunge at you with their blades. So one against you, Niss. And this is actually 3 attacks. So let me get my third D20. Okay, so that will not hit. That's a natural 1. But a 22.
Yep.
And a 15.
No on the 15.
Oh, okay. So one of them hits. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, I'll take the weird die. That's an 18 rolled plus 19.
19. Okay. So you take 9 points of piercing damage from the dagger, and then you take 7 points, well, 14, half to 7 points of damage as the necrotizing poison begins to work its way through your arm. You manage to shrug it off, but it still leaves some effect in there, so you take half damage. Okay, so that will be done against you.
Can I uncanny dodge that one attack?
I'm afraid
Sorry,
not.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah. You can. It's after you get hit, but before damage is rolled.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And against you, Wulfric.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 25 to hit, a 22 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and a 10 to hit.
No.
So that's 2 hits against you. I'd like you to make 2 Constitution saving throws for me, please.
One's a 21 and one's an 18.
Okay. So that's two passes, so you take half damage from both of these. But from the piercing damage altogether, as the two dagger strikes find their way in between the kinks in your armor with a practiced discipline. From where they're striking you as well, you can pretty much figure out that you get that flash. You realize they've killed guards. This is how you kill a guard. But you take 17 points of damage from the piercing. Sorry, not 17 points of damage. My bad. You take 14 points of damage from the piercing, and then altogether from the poison, you take 8 from the first strike and 3 from the second strike. As a lot of damage. As the necrotizing poison worms its way into your system as well. But then both of them, as quick as they come, they both disengage backwards. And that will end their turn as they step backwards to where they were before, and you see them holding the dagger now in a more defensive posture. Which brings us to Tae'la.
Cool. I'm gonna use Ice Knife at 3rd level on this dude to hit these nerds.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Right, so that is a ranged spell attack. And a dex saving throw, so... blip. Ooh, 26 to hit.
That will hit. That will definitely hit.
Okay, so 1d10 for the first dude, the one in the middle.
Yep.
That's a 10. And then
right.
I did at 3rd level, so it is
4d6.
4d6.
And they all failed with a 4, an 11, and a 12.
Oh. 6, 3, 1, 10, 12.
12 altogether? Okay.
Yay.
So, as you fire the ice knife off, reefing it with your druidic magic, that cracked sigils intertwined with that golden divine natural energy strikes into the first thug, who reaches up to pull it out, just staring you down as he does. But as he pulls it out, it blasts in his hand, and you can see the entirety of his forearm is just burst off by the force of the blast of this ice knife. And as the shards clatter through both his skull and the skull of the female thug behind him, you see just bits of this ice just bore straight through the bone of these two. The third one looks over at his friends as he tries to pull the shards out, scared that they too are going to explode from his arm. You can see he's bleeding profusely down one side now, where all of these shards have dug into him, all down the side of his face. One of his eyes is slick shut with blood at this point now, as he just goes tries to get them off, and he looks around. He looks at the two thieves, and his face just drops. Is there anything else? Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Wulfric, are you very badly hurt? How does Wulfric look?
Like really bad.
Okay, like really,
Really bad.
I mean, like slightly less than half as good as he usually does.
You
Ooh.
can say your hit points
21.
Okay.
out.
You're at 21 units.
Well, now
of
I don't know what I'm going to do because I was going to do something and now I don't need to because 2 of them are dead.
Okay, well then, as my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word.
Oh, I can do that.
Can I cast that above a 2nd level if I've already cast a 3rd level?
You
spell?
can't cast it at all.
Oh, I can't cast it at all. Shit, no, I can't because
No.
it's not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Wulfric, you're just gonna have to suck it up.
It's
Ah.
all good.
I am.
I forget
I'm not
about
Matthew, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
Matthew
remember.
Mercer. So. I wish I was with
Okay.
those long locks. And...
that. Then I'm gonna move here next to Arxan.
Okay.
I like how you
Cowards.
use Arxan as a meat shield.
You have more units of health than I do.
Okay, and that will bring us to Randall.
Okay, so I was going to use colour spray, but 2 of them are dead, so there's no point. So instead, I will cast Bane on the 3 visible ones that I can see.
Okay.
So the one on the left, the one up at the top, and the guy skulking behind the bar.
Sounds good to me.
So I have to make a charisma saving throw, and you'll need to beat a 16.
I rolled a 2, a 2, and a 5. Do I beat 16?
No. So that's the
Dude, your
usual.
math is terrible.
But if they have
Yeah, I know.
to roll a d4 and
On
subtract
attacks.
it from the attack and saving throws.
Saving throws, yes. It's
And-
nega
and
bless.
I will move back here
Okay.
and kind of crouch down behind the table of the chess.
Run away! Which
So
will bring us to
that's-
Arxan.
Arxan smash! Everybody fucking cowering behind Arxan. Ah! Arxan smash! Arxan smash that guy.
Okay.
Rolling for the first attack.
Yep.
That is a 24.
That hits.
Cool. Chuck a 2nd level smite in there as well.
Just, alright. What's the second attack?
Oh, the roll.
Yeah, do both attacks first.
Yeah, okay. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's not do the smite. Let's save that spell slot. Let's just do 2 attacks.
Alright, we can
Sorry.
do this.
Okay. First slash is max damage at 18 slashing
18.
damage.
Okay.
Second
Holy
attack
shit.
is 13 slashing damage.
Okay. You notice as you go for the first strike that this roguish individual seems to bend in a manner that you did not think possible, and the blade skirts across them a lot less dangerously than you were expecting, as they seem to uncannily dodge it.
Oh,
That's uncanny.
Because they remember their abilities.
Okay. But as you bring your second strike round and you clatter into the side of them with the flat of your blade, knocking them slightly off balance, they come to their feet, and you see they just look at you and lick some of the poison off the blade.
Gross. That might have been a mistake. Does he take damage from that?
No,
Why would he do it? Gross.
it's intimidating.
It's not super
Wulfric.
smart, though.
It's not. It's stupid, is what it is.
Wulfric.
Isn't there a film or something? Where, yeah.
Yes.
I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon here
Okay.
and then move up here.
Okay.
And I take a swing, and so does the glowing blue holy sword.
Yes. Okay.
We've
2
pinned him
attacks.
behind the bar. Kind of, maybe, probably not. That's an 18 plus 7 because the sword is no longer magical because I used the ability. So that's
Was that today or was that yes? That was today.
that was today, I think,
Yes.
because I've
Gee.
still marked off all my spells.
Yes, that was.
Yeah, I think it was against the troll, one of the trolls, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a 26 still. No, 25 even.
Okay.
For me, and And a 22 for spiritual weapon.
They both hit.
Cool.
Against your spiritual weapons attack. Dodgeroo.
11 points with me.
Yep.
And it's just the dice damage, isn't it?
It's a
plus the spell
D8,
ability.
D8
So-
plus your spell ability, yeah.
That would be 11 as well.
11 as well. Okay. So that's 16 altogether there. So both of the blades come down at once. The rogue manages to dodge out of the way, mostly of one of them, but the most of the way out the spiritual sword, but not seeing you step up behind him. You clatter him into the back with the hilt of your sword. You can feel something break under the pressure of the pommel being smashed into this dude's back, but he stands back up again and you hear him click something back into place. And it is now Julian's go.
I want Julian to do a perception check and tell me where that voice came from and where that person is. 'Cause
Sure, you can make a
they
perception.
get advantage. 16
do.
and 16 and a natural 1 again on that dice
Okay.
die. So that's 17 in total.
Julian can't seem to find anything.
Sorry, 19.
Julian can't seem to find anything.
Fair.
All right. So, as it comes to the go of the thug, he sort of looks around, and you can see he's like very panicked look on his face now. He goes, He runs up. You can see he pulls the sack from his side, wraps Julian in the sack, and just starts running.
You did not?
He's been owl napped.
Bird nap.
And he manages to get out of the door of the tavern.
But
And
can't.
it starts running down the street.
Pretty sure he can just be going poof.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
gone.
I
But
mean,
fair
I
enough.
don't know if I need to have line of sight there. That's the thing.
And that will bring us to Eunice.
Can I put him into the pocket dimension?
What's Julian's AC?
11.
You got to snap Julian into the pocket dimension.
Okay.
And Julian's not responding.
Is Julian still there? Do I know that? Or was
When
the
you try to
wrangling enough
telepathy,
to...
when you try to telepathy with Julian, Julian does not respond. It seems like the mental link has been broken. That-
Did they put them into fucking
I
bag of holding?
think so.
Or something comparable to.
For the muckers.
I do not run after them because I should be able to call them back. But I angrily stab this guy.
that is a dividing
And I-
wall in the way there.
Fair enough. Oh, a wall here. Can I jump on the table?
You can jump on the table. Yeah. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Jump into his face. Where's my owl? It's 14 plus 4. 18.
18. That will hit.
Sorry, I thought that was the acrobatics.
Oh,
Check.
sorry. Yes. No. You jump onto the table. My bad. You leap onto
And-
the table dexterously.
As for the thing, that's 15.
That will unfortunately miss. So, as you
Can I just scream at him? Where's my owl? What are you doing with him? Then
the rogue just sort of turns to you before lunging at Arxan.
Of course he does.
Let's see. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And a 16 to hit.
That one doesn't.
Hey. Okay, so for the actual damage,
Sorry, wait. What were those numbers again?
that was a 19, a 22, and a 16.
Yeah, the 22 is a 1. Sorry.
Okay. So the 19 still hits. So you're still hit by 1. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. 18.
Okay. So you take 7 points of damage from the dagger. And as you pass the Constitution saving throw, you only take half damage from the poison, which is an odd number again. You take 7 points of damage from the poison, down from 15.
Okay.
And now the roguish figure disengages as a bonus action and starts running away.
Did you? Oh, sorry. Did you minus the D4 from those?
I did. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Right.
I did. I have a lot of D4s here because I know you're going to cast Bane.
It's a good spell.
And the second one is going to try and strike you again, Wulfric.
Bring it.
Okay, so that is going to be a 20.
Meets my armor class.
So that's a hit. That's going to be a 19, so that doesn't. And that's going to be a 22, and that's after the Bane.
The 22 is a 17.
22 is a 17, as in a
Yep.
base 17.
No, I
What
think
would
he's
you-
using.
So
I'm
the
using
dice.
I'm
So
using
you-
portent
Okay.
to change
Thank
it from
you.
a 22 to a 17.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have
So-
made that more obvious.
It's now. It's now a 23 instead,
Wait, so it's gone from a 24 to a 23?
because you take the base dice roll and change that. You don't change the modified number. You change the base dice.
Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Alright,
Either
no
way,
worries.
it would have hit, so it's fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but no, I don't have that number anymore. But it's fine.
So you need to make 2 Constitution saving throws for me.
Mm-hmm.
And from the dagger strikes, by the way, you take 11 points of damage altogether.
One Constitution is a 23. The other one is only going to be a 16.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You pass both of them, so you'll take half damage from both of these.
So how much did I get for the dagger?
11 from the daggers.
11.
So 5 points of damage, half from 10 for the first poison. And for the second poison, that is 7 points of damage, half from 14.
So I'm taking off another.
So 11 plus 7, 18 plus 5 is 23 altogether.
I'm down.
Okay, I would like you
shit.
to immediately make a death saving throw for me, please. With disadvantage.
Well, it was a 5 and a 9, so that's a fail on both accounts.
That is a fail, yes. Okay, so you have the necrotized status effect.
Right.
So, yes. You don't know what that does.
Nope.
But as you look over, you see Wulfric fall to the floor, and immediately his skin starts turning grey.
That's not good.
That's really not good.
And then
Well, that's not good at all.
the rogue vanishes from sight.
Fucking wanker.
Okay, and that will bring us to Tae'la.
Okay, healing word, 3rd level, fucking unconscious man.
You can't currently see him because he's fallen behind the back of the bar.
Healing word, 3rd level at unconscious man.
There we go. I would like you to make a concentration check for me, please.
Why?
Because I'd like you to make a concentration check.
So that's Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 15.
15? Okay. So, as you concentrate on your healing word spell for the moment that you cast it, trying to force the healing to actually take effect on Wulfric is incredibly hard. But you manage to push through
Huh.
and
Okay.
are able to heal him.
Okay, let me do the heals. Oh, they're not good. 10.
You are healed to 1 hit point, Jamie.
Oh my god.
Cool.
And then with my cantrip, because I can cast a cantrip, right?
You can cast a cantrip,
And
yep.
I flick a fireball at that fucking dude running out of the door.
Okay.
Because I'm mad. I'm so mad. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That will hit, yep.
Oh, that's
Uncanny dodge.
Motherfucking rogues. 2d8. 7 and
Don't
a
you just-
5. So 12.
Don't you just hate rogues?
Yeah, they're the
12.
worst.
Okay, that's... Especially
16
arcane
spells.
tricksters.
I'm used to abuse from Stu, but Susie, you wound me. You wound me.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Okay.
mean to so mad.
So, as you end your go, it is Randall's go.
Right. I don't know where the other guy's gone, do I?
No. He's...
And if I make a perception check, that's going to be my turn.
Yes.
How beat up does that guy look that's trying to run?
He doesn't look that damaged. He's taken a few light nicks from Arxan and from Arxan's like
Okay.
heavy blade.
Then I-
but, you know, he's
Then I
nothing-
will use my last second level spell slot to cast Hold Person on him.
Yes, you
So
will.
that he cannot run away. He has to make a Wisdom saving throw and beat a 16.
No, after Bane, it's a 4.
Excellent.
So
Then he is paralyzed.
he is indeed held in place. So okay, and
And
that will-
I will move just slightly over here.
okay,
And then that'll be my turn.
fantastic. So as he freezes up mid-run, just you holding your hand out, you see the faint shimmer of arcane energy stretching from your hand to him as you keep your hand out, keeping him locked in place. And that will bring us to Arxan.
I might smash him. Anybody mind if I smash him? Smash him, I will then.
I do.
As a note, by the way, Wulfric, you are still unconscious. You're just
Right.
on 1 hit point.
And poison. Well, necrotized.
Yes. Okay. So both your attacks, Joe, automatically hit and crit.
Oh. Oh.
The
Butcher
benefit
him.
of being paralyzed.
Paralyzed. So
You're going to do a murder.
I'm going to do a murder.
fun with that.
First attack, double the dice roll.
Double the dice. So you roll double dice.
Okay.
So you will roll 4d6 per attack.
We roll 2 into...
Any extra dice that you roll, for example, from smites, will also be doubled.
Don't get
No,
greedy. though.
let's not bother with smite, seeing as I rolled 4 5s on that first one, so that's 26 for the first attack.
Okay.
Uncanny dodge that
And-
motherfucker.
There's another 26.
Okay.
So that's 52 damage total.
Yep. And the rogue is still standing, even after these huge
bitch.
blows into it. And that will bring us to the end of your turn and the beginning of Wulfric's. Wulfric, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
18.
You are once again reduced to 0 hit points,
Mm-hmm.
and you must make an immediate death saving throw again.
Does the other one reset or no?
It does. Let me check my own rules. Does not reset.
Right. Well, that was a pass because it was an 11.
Okay, good. So that's 1. All right, and that brings us to Julian and the Fug. They are out of action. And then it is now Niss's go.
I want to perceive again if anyone is still in the room, the other rogue or the voice.
Just looking around, searching for hidden targets.
19.
You find, skulking around the back of the bar, sneaking up towards Tae'la, is one of the roguish figures. So currently, you can just see them pop out from the side of the bar briefly, and you call out.
I want to... I can use an object as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Does that mean I could pick up a bottle and throw it at him just to make him visible?
You can. Everyone can see him now. He's not invisible. He was hidden, and you pointed him out.
Oh,
And now
okay.
he's-
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And throwing the
Watch
bottle would
out
be
for
an
that
action
fucker.
because that's an attack. So.
Fair.
All right. It is now the thief's go. He's going to slide up behind you, Tae'la, and stab.
Yeah, fucking bring it.
With Bane is gone now actually because you're concentrating on whole person instead. Oh my word, Tae'la the untouchable. That is a 13,
Nope.
a 14,
Nope.
a 24.
Yep.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Just. That's super close though. You wouldn't even
Oh,
believe how close.
Well, even if he had Bane on him, he still would have hit with that last one anyway.
That's a 19.
Okay, so you take 8 points of damage from the dagger,
Mhm.
and you pass the saving throw for the poison.
Mhm.
So that's 7 points of damage from the poison, half from 15.
Okay.
And then at the end of their go, they jump back around the back of the bar and are going to take the dodge action as a bonus action. Which will bring us to Tae'la.
Okay. I am going to give that guy a really shitty look and tell him to go fuck himself and then cast Hold Person on him.
Okay. That would be a 16.
That is my DC.
So,
I think
I
that
can't
means his
remember.
save makes the save.
I can't
believe
remember
that
if
means-
it's beat it or a match.
It match or beat it.
match
It's the same
or
for
beat.
AC.
That's it, yeah, match or beat. Yeah,
Um,
so he saves. Is that your DC?
8 plus proficiency. So that brings it to
wait.
11.
Plus.
Plus wisdom is 5, so yeah, 16.
Yeah, that is. Alright. Okay.
Right, as a bonus action, I flip him off.
Okay. Randall.
Okay. I'm going to call out. Can anyone cure poison on Wulfric?
Oh.
Because he's been stabbed and he is down,
I can.
and we've seen poison on the blades of some description.
This is my bad. I'm sorry, guys.
And then I will cast Frostbite on the dude behind the bar. He has to make a Constitution saving throw, and he needs to beat a 16.
He does not beat the 16. He gets a 7.
Okay, so it's at 5th level. It's 2d6
Yep.
worth of damage. That's 9 points of frost damage or cold damage.
Cold damage.
And he gets disadvantage on the next weapon attack it makes before the end of its turn.
Okay.
And I will stay where I am.
Okay. So that will bring us to Arxan.
This is my bad. I'm sorry about this. I forgot I had this.
You forgot you were a paladin.
I forgot I was a paladin. I'm gonna move over to Wulfric. Let me.
You make
Yeah, the
it
other guy's
up?
not going anywhere, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just
You
make
you
it.
stay put, and I will.
Whisper in his ear, real gentle, like.
No, like pats him on the shoulder as he goes.
Congrats, you get my last second level spell, so it's a good job I didn't smite anybody, or as I do lesser restoration on you.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so lesser restoration.
What does it cure?
Disease can either end one disease or condition affecting it. The condition. Oh wait, this might not work. Be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. I mean, he's poisoned, but I don't know if it.
Well, it's not poisoned.
It was. Well, I don't know then. Like fuck,
You
I
can
don't-
certainly try.
I'll give it a go.
As you lay your hands, but not a lay on hands, on Wulfric's body, the warm platinum glow extends from your fingertips, but his skin remains grey. You can now see, moving up from where the wound was struck, up his veins, you can see that there's this blackness, like, crawling through his veins towards his brain, his nougat.
Fuck.
Which will end your go and bring us to Wulfric. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Would it not be a death saving throw?
No.
Since I'm at 0?
Constitution saving throw first for me, please.
Oh, okay. That's a natural 19, so that'd be 22.
Go ahead and rub necrotizing off your character sheet,
Oh, sweet.
and then make a death saving throw.
I'll see. Oh, damn.
7. So, I mean,
That's
I'm
a
not
fail.
necrotized, but
Dude!
hey.
So you're on 1 pass and 2 fails currently.
Yep.
Dude!
Right, Susan, you can put some health into him, or I
Yeah.
can put some health
Nah,
into him.
I've got it.
Julian, the folks have gone. Niss, it is your go.
I'm shooting at the one remaining unheld rogue with bow and arrow.
Okay.
The one over by the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You have disadvantage on the attack roll because they are dodging.
Even with sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just means any attacks until your next turn, any attacks against you are made with disadvantage.
That's fine. I rolled a 16 and 19. So
Okay.
23.
That does hit.
Do I get anything? No, Wulfric.
You
with
won't.
Arxan next turn?
You have disadvantage, so you cannot benefit from sneak attack.
Yeah. 7 4 is
How much, sorry?
11 damage.
11 damage altogether. Okay, so that takes us to that much. All right. So your arrow strikes into him, and he's surprised that it actually manages to hit because he thought that he was safe.
And I do want to move a bit closer, 30 feet I can move, right?
30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, I want to move just in case he legs it.
Okay. All right, and that will bring us to the go of the thief. So, seeing you try to help Wulfric, Arxan, the thief is going to try and stab you.
Oh, joy of joys.
With
So-
disadvantage on his first attack.
Yes. Saddest of pandas. So that's a 17.
That
He
was
wasn't.
it.
And then the other one is a 15.
That one does not.
Okay, so a Constitution saving throw from you. And it takes
Oh, jeez.
7 points of damage from the dagger.
11.
Ooh, okay. So unfortunately, you do not pass the Constitution saving throw.
Did you say 7 points of damage?
7 points from the dagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you take 18 points of damage from
Fucking hell.
the poison, and you are necrotizing.
Guys, I'm probably going to fall over at some point in the near future.
Okay. And then the other thief, at the end of the other thief's turn, he gets to make a Constitution saving. Another saving throw to try and break the whole person, right?
It's a wisdom, I believe.
Wisdom. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
That's a 17.
Just makes it. Yeah.
Okay. It breaks out of that. Oh, I should get rid of the Bane marks as well because they're not baned.
Yeah. But it's at the end of its turn. So.
Yeah. Okay. And this one, for the best, is just going to take the dodge action once again. Okay, and then after that it is Tae'la's go.
Heal to Wulfric, 3rd level again, because fucking hell.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 2, 1. Oh, Jesus Christ, 9.
9 points. You are back up to 9 hit points. Yeah, all your death saving throws are gone now, obviously, because
Sweet, yeah. Because I'm not dead anymore.
With
Yeah,
my
exactly.
action, I will cast Portent's Flame and throw it at that dickhead by the doorway.
Okay. Yep.
24 to hit.
That does hit. Yep.
Okay, 2d8. 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire damage. Let me just check here. Oof. Okay. So as you strike this this thief in the back, you see the flame catches on the cloak and just begins to ignite and burn further and further, and you see he's not noticed at this point as it works its way up, and by the time he notices, it's up around his neck and is burning away at his neck, and as he begins to choke on the fumes around, he falls flat as his esophagus closes up from burns.
Nice.
Yeah, what can you do?
Good job.
Okay, right.
I mean, the 50 points of damage from Arxan
Way more
didn't have
impressive.
anything to do with it.
The 56 in one turn, just Arxan just being like, I'm going to cleave an arm off.
Fuck this guy.
Alright, so ending your go, it is Randall's go.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to frostbite this guy again. So he has disadvantage again. So it's Constitution, I believe. Constitution saving throw. Frostbite. Yeah.
Okay. Natural one?
Yeah. Okay, so he takes another 2d6. 6 points of frost damage, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Alright, so once again the creeping frost appears over the back of this rogue as he is unaware of your magical assailancy still. Alright, which brings us to Arxan. Make a Constitution saving throw.
7.
Okay. Take your turn.
Fuck, I don't know.
You're not expecting to have
Kill the guy.
No, I was
Still
not.
standing.
Yeah, fine, I'll hit that guy.
Okay.
Twice. 22.
You have disadvantage. Sorry.
Okay.
You took the dodge action.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 18.
That will hit.
Okay. And then second one. Oh, well, that's a 1, so fuck it.
So the first attack will hit, the second attack will miss.
That is 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay, that is 57. The fact that you do 17 damage just with a sword is pretty impressive. So as your blade strikes into the the side of this rogue, you feel it gets stuck in the armor, but the strength of your strike is obvious that something is really hurting underneath that strike, despite the fact that it got stuck in the armor and didn't make all the way through. Which brings us to Wulfric. You are alive, you're awake, but you're on the floor.
I would like to stand up then.
Okay, so you stand up, taking 15-foot your movement.
I would like to hit the dude with my sword.
You can certainly do that.
Is
With
it still at
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's an 18 and a natural 20.
You hit,
So, yeah.
but you don't crit.
I know. I always seem to roll 20s at disadvantage. So that's going to be a 11 points of damage from the sword.
Yep.
Also, with Shield Master, it says if I make an attack, I can use a bonus to try to shove the creature with my shield. Can I try and shove him into the bar?
Yes, you can do that. So you're trying to like essentially just knock him down, but by knocking him against the bar.
Either knock him or pin him, but probably knock him. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. One moment. I can't remember what a shove is. Because
It's just athletics, isn't it?
Strength, yeah. Last time I tried to shove, roll the strength thing, I think.
We were doing shoves with the fire elemental, if I remember rightly.
yeah, it's shove. Yeah, athletics check opposed by athletics or acrobatics. Okay, so it's going to be acrobatics.
That's 19. 23.
14.
Yeah, he gets shoved.
Okay, so he is shoved.
Unless you want that at disadvantage as well.
No, it's not. It's not an attack. So you slam your shield into this rogue as you strike him with a sword, and as he's off balance, you clatter into him with a shield, knocking him into the bar. And as he falls forward, he's knocked prone to the ground, making him prone.
He deserves it.
So that will end your turn, and it is now Niss's turn.
I will try and jump over the bar and onto him.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Yep. That is 17.
That will allow you to leap onto that bar with amazing grace.
Lovely. And then I will stab the guy.
You can stab the guy. You have advantage.
Can I try to non-lethally stab the guy?
You can.
If I don't know what he looks like, but if that should happen.
You can declare any damage non-lethal.
Yes, I will do that.
But you have advantage.
So that means I also get sneak attack.
Yep. You have advantage because he's prone.
Fire thing. Ooh, 6, 12, 13.
You can't make elemental damage non-lethal, by the way. Just so you're aware.
Okay. Can I not do that then? Yeah. Okay. That's 16 plus 4, 20.
20 points of damage. Okay. So, as you leap off of the top of the bar, you just bring the pommel of your blade down into the back of this guy's skull, and with practiced motion, and as you do so, his eyes just roll into the back of his head, and he slumps up against the bar, unconscious, but not dead.
Good.
Okay, so
Can I, as a bonus action, turn around and say, "Are you still here?"
you can do whatever you want now because combat has finished.
Yeah.
And as you say that, you hear coming out from the shadows, "Oh, you're more useful than I expected. But still, I'd watch for that poison." I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, Arxan.
Come on, Arxan.
Well, that's an 8.
Okay.
I take out the DOS loot. And I play something passive-aggressive. While I cast Protection from Poison.
See, I was about to.
I already.
That,
Oh, you can do that. Sorry, I thought
no,
that was.
no, you did Lesser Restoration,
Which can cure a poison.
Yeah, which is better, and it didn't work, so I wouldn't bother.
Now the thing is, it says if it is poison, you neutralize the poison, or is
But
that
it's
just
not
the status again?
Poison.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
like
poison.
lesser restoration is better than protection from poison.
If there was poison in Arxan's bloodstream, you would certainly neutralize it.
But you said poison. You keep saying poison, except it's not a poison when we need it to be. It's just a poison when they like.
It's shorthand.
Well, maybe they should get better information then. These fucking.
Boy, the scaly one sure does complain a lot, doesn't he?
Can I try and perceive her again? Ah.
Of course.
Rolled a 19.
It's great.
Okay.
I used my last second level spell to do nothing. That's
23.
As you look around, you cannot find any trace of a person. However, concealed among the rafters is a tiny, centimeter-large arcane mark. And as you find it, it goes, looks like you found me. Or at the very least, where I'm talking to you from.
Okay, so what is it you want?
What do I want?
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I don't want anything. But, seeing as how I saved you from Welby, I expect a little compensation, but as I said, I am not in need of anything. You are to go to the Flaming Flagon in the Gold March. The Gold Walk. Wrong place. While you're there, ask the barkeep and say that the blade says that you need to speak to the Don. You owe him a favor. I'm sure you're aware of what the problem will be if you don't go.
What, you'll stab us while we're not looking, while someone else has cast whole person on us?
I was never there.
Uh-huh.
Coward.
Of course.
Oh. The one who hides in the shadows calls me a coward. Irony is the sweetest, is it not?
right. Well, I'll do it then, coward.
That's better.
Thanks, Arxan.
How are you feeling with that necrotizing agent coursing through your veins? I'd give it a minute. Maybe less, depending on how weak you are.
Can I do something like a medicine check to see if there's a way we can neutralise it?
I was
Like
gonna
a,
do the
like
same
a
thing.
snake bite. If we apply
Sure.
some pressure, can we get the fucking thing out?
Yeah.
I'm not sucking anything. Just-
Yeah. Can I?
Do we have to
either
wee on him?
Do one as well, or
Is it like a
You- you can-
jellyfish thing?
You can aid in Tae'la, so you can give advantage.
Oh, advantage. Sick.
I don't think...
Jellyfish thing.
That's a
I
natural
thought.
20.
Okay,
You're welcome.
so... You've never seen anything like this before, because this is not the sort of thing you get on an island off the coast of Volt. But this appears to be some form of non-natural thing. This is not a disease or a poison. It's referred... You've heard it referred to by them as a poison. It's a poison in the fact that it has a vector. It is applied somehow, but this is magical in nature.
Oh shit, well in that case, I've prepared something today. I don't know why I prepared it, but I'm glad I did. I have Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Could I use Dispel Magic?
It's not that kind of magic.
Oh.
Is there any way we can get rid of this with the tools that we have? Because I mean, we've tried like cure poison and I don't know what to fucking do.
There is a way you can get rid of it, yes. I know that for a fact. It's the sort of thing that you'd visit your local priest for.
I'm trying to think of what I'd have. What?
Go on then. I'll give you one last tidbit. Have you ever fought a wraith?
I mean,
I think we did, didn't
yeah.
we? Or something similar.
What colour are they?
Not good colours.
Like black and purple.
Not a mood. Not in the mood for this shit. I ain't playing your games, you prick.
Does it just mean that it needs a holy person to do the healing?
Maybe.
Give it a go.
Yeah,
Make
I'll
Constitution saving throw for me, please, Arxan.
give him a cure wounds as well.
17.
Okay. Make a concentration check then, please, Wulfric. Oh, was that a 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Concentration. So that's plus Constitution, right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
16.
Okay. You heal 1 hit point, Arxan.
Cool.
Is he conscious as well?
He's been conscious.
Oh,
the
he's
entire time.
been conscious, yeah, but
Yeah.
I know with Wulfric it didn't stop after healing 1.
Can I lay on hands myself? Like
What can lay on hands remove?
poison.
It's not a disease or a poison.
I didn't say cure
Oh, you just want
poison.
to heal yourself. Okay. For every 5 points you spend, you heal 1 point.
Okay. Well then, I don't do that then. I don't know what to do here.
I feel like I have the answer. I just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks for that.
Can I? Oh, this is
Finish
probably too late.
anything? Can you?
If I use detect magic, will that
You're
tell
aware.
me?
You're aware that it is magic. Does
Yeah,
detect
but-
magic tell you the school of magic?
Yeah. Would it work? Would that work on this?
You can try.
Sorry. Yes, I thought you might say that. Okay, I will. Oh, it's going to take me
It's
10
not a
minutes. though.
disease, is it?
It's not
Do
a
I have
disease, no.
Do I have 10 minutes to cast it?
Well,
Well, no, because I'm making
No.
Constitution checks every
Yeah. Okay.
like
Then I
30
can't.
seconds.
Then I can't do that then because I don't have it prepared.
Is there any check that I can do to see if Wulfric would know something Jamie doesn't?
yes, there is.
Because
What check would you like to make? It'd be
A
one of
good
the
one.
knowledge ones.
I don't know, religion in this case.
Sure, you can make a religion check.
18.
18. As the panic of almost dying subsides, you begin to remember a bit more, and dots begin to connect in your mind back to a dusty library in a monastery in Hjartaheim. A book describing something which you'd hoped you'd never have to come into contact with. But this mimics something that you read about there.
Mimics.
No.
Yeah, we have to get a mimic, and it has to lick you, and
It mimics a form of curse that you have heard about called the Weeping Death.
right.
What you'd know about this is that the Weeping Death is a very aggressive curse that usually within 5 to 10 minutes will kill the person affected by it. But that was that curse, and this one doesn't seem to be exactly the same.
Right.
Well, I don't have anything for curses.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look down my spell list of what it is.
It's called, funnily enough, Remove Curse.
What level is that?
3rd level, I believe.
I'm looking at my 3rd levels, and I cannot see a spell that says remove curse.
It might be 2nd level. Let me have a check. For
I
you.
don't know. That seems like a fairly high level spell. I don't know.
But if not, you can always find.
Yes,
I
level
got
3.
5 to 10 minutes.
It is.
Is it? I can't. I didn't.
Remove
I
Curse.
don't have it written
Abjuration.
down.
It's an abjuration
written
spell. Clerics, paladins, warlocks, and wizards have it. So,
Well,
what are you going to do?
Well, that if I can.
Unfortunately,
But
it is
I wouldn't
not
have had it prepared.
it's not a ritual spell, so you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, let's get
That was
Arxan
fun.
to a
That
temple.
yeah.
Then
There is-
we need to get him to a temple then, don't we?
The dwarf
You-
is still there. We can ask him.
You have a map. The map of Vault, by the way, is in your handout.
There's a-
You can look at it.
There's
when
there's a temple of Muradin nearby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a temple that either of you worship at, but
the dwarven barkeep goes, "Hey, they'll help you there. You helped out us, so they'll help you there." I don't suppose the rest of you could stay and help clean up the bar, though.
No, that's cool. I'll just stagger there by myself. I got this.
Hey, it's only a short walk.
I'll take Arxan because I probably know where it is.
I mean, I do feel like we shouldn't start splitting up, but...
Well, if you want to go
opinion.
with them, because
We'll be back. We've paid for the week, so...
Oh, are you staying... Okay.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
That was the
we've kind
original
of
plan.
made his mark here. We're not about to leave.
Let's get Arxan to the temple.
Right, come on, Arxan.
Everything else is not important.
Probably best that Wulfric does the whole support Arxan's body weight thing, not Randall, because
Yeah,
Randall would get squished like a tiny
Yeah.
bug.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to make... In the time it'll take you to get there, you need to make 2 more Constitution saves for me, please.
Okay.
Roll high.
Well, that's a 9,
Okay.
and that's a 3.
Okay. All right. Fortunately, there is no penalty for failing, only for passing. So
There's a penalty for passing?
it's not a penalty. You know, the penalty for passing is that it goes away. So as you make your way to the temple, you see it's a large, almost castle-like stone structure. It is 4 parapets on the side, but they're square, and it's one of the only buildings that you've seen in here that looks to be well taken care of. The outside of it is panelled almost completely in bronze, with the motifs of several different dwarven clans stamped onto the front with the usual coin-like sigils that you've seen throughout dwarven architecture to this point. At the centre there is a set of stairs leading up to a large stone pair of doors, upon which is a mural that you have seen similar ones before, Jamie, in Hjartaheim, depicting Moradin gifting onto the dwarves the nature of crafting. But the doors at this point are slightly open enough for a couple of people to walk through, and from within you can hear the booming sound of dwarvish chanting.
I'm going to run up ahead and try and make sure that the doors are wide enough for them to walk through, and see if I can find anyone near the entrance that looks like a priest or a cleric or anything that I might think might be able to help us.
As you walk in, you see there are a number of people dressed in what you can assume are clerical robes. It's a heavy, like full plate top, but with a long robe-like bottom on them that is cut in the middle to give ability to move freely, but it's stamped with a lot of these bronze and sigils all over it, including one that you've recognized as the symbol of Moradin. Having lived in Vault for a long period of time, you've seen clerics of Moradin before.
Okay.
And as you run in, the one at the front at the altar, which is a large anvil, looks up and goes, "Where is the one we must cure?"
Please, he needs help. They're coming up the stairs with him now. He's very weak.
Of course. Moradin foretold of this. We shall save him.
Thank you. Please, hurry. I don't know how long he's got left.
As he begins to step down very slowly towards, 4 of the priests stand up and begin swinging censers side to side. Small whiffs of smoke drifting out the sides of them as the head priest walks down towards you with a surprising amount of grace for a dwarf, especially given the fact that he appears to be very short and stout for a dwarf, and normally you'd expect him to hobble, but he doesn't. He's very graceful, and as he comes towards you, he just drifts straight past you towards where Wulfric and Arxan are making their way through the door. He goes, you've got here just in time. Come, little dragonborn. And he just places a hand on the side of your head, and you can feel the necrotizing agent just sink back in to the point of entry and then vanish.
Well,
Have your strength back. He slaps you on the side. And welcome to the Temple of Moradin.
Thanks for that.
I run up to the dwarf that just did that and I shake his hand. Thank you so much. Thank you. You saved my friend. Thank you so much.
He turns to you, big beard, down, completely grey. Normally we would expect payment. However, Moradin foretold that we would do this.
How did you know?
Clerics are trained in the art of divination. Us dwarfs are no different.
So you... Wait, I don't understand. You knew this was going to happen?
We beseeched our god for a vision, and he provided.
Huh. Well, thank him for me.
You do not need to give thanks.
Okay, well, I will give thanks to you then. I just you saved my friend. Thank you.
Is there anything we can do for you in return?
No. We are simply following Moradin's wishes.
Moradin sounds like a good guy. Person. Deity.
Yeah,
God.
he's alright. He's no Bahamut, but he's
The
not
one-
bad.
The one known as Arxan. Please, step forward.
Okay. I'm about to get twatted on the head. Like, shut up.
Where is the one known as Guildwing?
Yeah.
You see, the dwarf puts his hand out, and Guildwing flutters down onto the
Sweet
dwarf's hand.
baby.
This bird will bring you great glory.
Everybody keeps saying that, but all he does is bite me when I try and feed him. He is my sweet baby, but he's a right little brat sometimes.
And as Guildwing flutters back onto your shoulder. Do not worry. In time, you'll come to appreciate those bites.
This bird is very auspicious.
Is there anything else you wish of us?
No, thank you again. Thank you so much. We should probably try and get back to the tavern and help clear it up.
Before you go, would you like Moradin's blessing?
If you have I mean, yes. Moradin has done us a great service today. If he wishes to
You see, the
bestow us with
dwarf
a blessing.
reaches down, pulls out a very ceremonious-looking warhammer, and smacks you on the top of the head with it.
Ow! That wasn't what I was expecting.
Be blessed,
Oh, I'm dizzy. Oh,
young wizard.
thanks.
Would anyone else require a blessing?
Nah,
I'm
no,
alright,
I'm
I'll
good.
pass.
Got Bahamut and feels a bit, you know,
I thought my eyes were going to
Too
go through the
tiny.
back of my skull. Oh.
Big things, my head, not good history.
You could bless Randall in my stead if you'd like. Instead.
No, one blessing is perfectly fine. Ow.
Rain blessings upon Randall, please.
Fortunately, this hammer is enchanted to not deal any permanent damage.
Are you sure it didn't feel like it? Oh.
Cracks you again.
Ow. I got my fingers that time. What are you doing?
Over time, you will learn to take these blessings as a dwarf would.
Is it going to help me grow a beard?
Yes.
Perhaps.
Okay then. Maybe not all bad then.
I shove Randall out of the temple. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
May the god of crafts and creation be with you. Remember, where you walk on his ground.
Thank you. And I bow and hold my head and my hand, and not sure which one to do. Ow.
And as you leave the temple, we're going to take a quick break there, because I really need a drink.
Back in a sec.
So, as you exit the temple, freshly cured of any form of strange curse that had been inflicted upon you, what do you want to do now?
We should return to the tavern.
Help clean up.
And also help clean up in the sense of getting rid of that sensor that might still be there. Make sure there's no other surprises.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask Randall if he thinks he knows Arcana better than I do? If he thinks I could just call Julian back if I repeat the ritual?
I mean, Matt has an idea of that situation. I don't know if Randall would as well. So, shall I roll a...
Yep, make an Arcana
intelligence
check.
Arcana, okay.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Can I help? I don't know.
No. For the simplicity of it.
25.
So if Julian is pushing up the daisies, fortunately Julian is an extra dimensional construct and can be brought back via the casting of the spell again.
Right.
Yeah. If he's there really dead, I'm just worried that if they're in the bag of holding in some weird dimension, they're just...
There's no way to know.
Up there?
Yeah, then
I'll
there's no
just
way.
try. There's no harm in
If the
trying.
connection has been severed, then it's either he's dead and you can just resummon him. If he's in a separate dimension, that's a different situation.
I'll just try, and worst case I just have to.
Because I believe that's how the bag of holding works. It's like a separate dimension.
That's the thing.
So if he's in a bag of holding, he doesn't require air to breathe, so he won't suffocate and die, and then you won't be able to, so
I'll just try.
You just have to try and resummon him, and if it works, then great. And if it doesn't,
If not, I will find that woman.
Find out where he is. Somehow, maybe. I have a question for you, Niss. If they were to try and maybe sell Julian on the black market somehow, but he wouldn't respond to anyone else other than you, would he?
No, they shouldn't.
They should, sorry. So, other than keeping it in a cage as a decoration or a pet, it's of no use, really.
I wouldn't think so. I don't know what they're planning with them.
I mean, it can never communicate with me, but I would assume that it communicated with you.
What's your passive perception, Niss?
14.
14. Do you have proficiency in perception?
Yes.
And what's your wisdom?
12, so +1.
Okay. So, as you are walking back towards the tavern, the inn, sorry. As you are walking, you notice something glinting off to the side down a small alley.
I check. I'll tell the others. Hold on. And can I stealth there?
This is an open street, so. But as you look into the alleyway, you find the thug.
The what?
The thug that stole Julian. A dagger right through the center of his chest. And a bag at his side.
I take the bag. I reach in and think of Julian.
As you reach in, you reach into a bag, and as you do, your hand catches on something inside.
I take it out.
Pulling your hand out, it's covered in blood.
Julian have blood?
Julian is a creature.
Fair enough. I wipe it on the guy.
Yep.
And I loot the guy.
The guy
Arxan.
has 3 silver on him.
Can I have a look at the dagger that he's been stabbed with?
Mm-hmm.
Does it resemble the daggers that that basically the group were using against us, or is it any different?
It does not. No, it is a long, less. It's not that sort of dagger. It's a long, like a poniard. It is silvered. But as you drag it out, the silver on the blade that is actually stuck into the target has come away. So the only bit of silver is actually on the bit that was sticking out, and the bit that is sticking out, the silver, is very highly polished.
Is there any message?
I think this was the message.
The the wound, as you pull it out, is almost identical to the wounds found in the 2 Quiet Foundation members that were stabbed in the inn.
It looks like we've made a friend.
So then where's Julian?
Well, if I thought of Julian and this is what I got,
Do you want to look in the bag?
I want to, turn it over like we did with the first we found.
Turn it inside out. The bashed up remains of a rather fey-looking owl fall out.
I'll get you back.
So what does this mean for what does this mean for you as far as Julian is concerned then? Can
Fine.
you bring him
It's
back or
Fine. Yes, they'll be back. It's fine. It's just rude.
How inconvenient.
Is it easy to bring him back? I don't.
I can show you if you want.
Or do you have to have the do you have to gather all those ingredients and stuff again?
I still have some ingredients. It's fine.
Oh. Okay.
But I can show you how to do it if you want. So
Maybe I'll show you a couple of tricks of mine.
Maybe.
and hey, free bag of holding.
It's not a bag of holding.
I thought you said okay.
No, it's a bag.
Oh, it's the regular bag. Fair enough.
Yeah, we assumed that it might be.
Because the connection was severed. Yeah.
Yeah, but the connection was severed because it was dead.
Well, that was much more complicated thinking than necessary.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much sums up our group, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Overthinking things too much.
Zebras.
No. Or giraffes.
The giraffe.
Or giraffes trying to sound like zebras.
So, where are you heading?
We should go back to the Dusty
tavern.
Coin.
I want Julian back.
We need
Okay.
to rest up as well because we're a bit beat.
Yeah.
It's quite late at night.
Definitely.
Because you got here during the day, and it's quite late at night at this point. So,
And I have a bit of a headache after being bashed on the head.
How long have I been on mute?
Since we-
no!
since we came back,
Yeah, good job.
Everybody missed my 3 goblins with coconut shells joke.
Yes.
It
we
was a
did.
good one. It was a good one. You did. Oh, bloody hell. The stories I've told, and you've all missed them.
so
Just imagine it. Just whatever you think in your head, just know it wasn't as good.
you're making your way back to the tavern.
Can
As
you
you
check if we destroy that arcane sensor? I don't know if it stops
Oh.
after a while, but yeah.
Yeah. When you get back to the inn, I keep calling it a tavern. When you get back to the inn and you look for where the sensor was before, it's been scrolled out.
Somebody scrolled out a centaur.
A censer.
Oh.
It's a small sigil. But an arcane sigil had been placed there.
I was going to say, I think we'd have noticed the giant horseman up in the roof. Right.
As I approached the innkeeper, has anyone?
He's currently scrubbing Wulfric's blood out of the floor behind the bar.
Has anyone been in here since we left? Because there was an arcane, like a little tiny arcane rune type thing over there. That's
not to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
She's good.
Have you got a spare bucket and a brush, or a mop? And I'll give you a hand.
No, you can have these ones though. And he hands you his.
Okay, cool.
I'll start picking up chairs and correcting tables.
I start doing it, and then I'm like, what am I doing? And I just use prestidigitation. I just go around prestidigitating all the little blood splatters and stuff.
Just getting it all out. Yeah.
Are there any bodies still there?
But only after like 5 minutes of like hard kind of.
There are no bodies still there, no.
I turn to the dwarf and ask him where the bodies went.
Oh, now that you mention it. Ah, well, at least they're gone.
Fair enough. Are there any like drag marks in any of the blood pools, or has that been too cleaned up to this point to be able to notice?
If you'd have checked when you came in, you might have been able to notice something.
Yeah.
However, at this point, the fairy Randall mother has just gone along and bibbity bobbity booped them all away.
Yeah.
Like a Disney princess.
Yeah. Skip around. Cleaning up things that we didn't cause a mess, but just cleaning it up anyway.
Beer stains cleaned up. And everything.
Yep. This is the cleanest this inn has been in years, I imagine.
Probably it's spotless inside here by the time you're done.
That's better.
The dwarf just sort of looks around and goes, I don't suppose you can bottle that?
Unfortunately not, no. Yes. Well, it's easier to maintain than it is to clear up, so just...
yeah, but that means I have to tidy.
True.
No thanks.
I feel this, dwarf.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to go and
I'm gonna
put
get
my head down for a
Julian
bit.
back before bed.
Okay.
Taking the ingredients and the brass brazier. I never know how to
brazier.
pronounce that
You got
one.
it.
Thank
You got it.
Brazier and call Julian back.
Okay. As you spend the hour before bed as everybody else sleeps soundly in their...
Unless, I tell Randall about it if he wants to see it. Just.
Oh yeah, I'll stick around
Okay.
because it's kind of interesting.
You sit around for an hour as Niss sits in the center of a circle, saying and doing nothing. At the end of that hour, a small portal opens and Julian steps through. Just his little owl feet.
Are you okay?
Of course, Master. I am not really alive.
Yeah, well, I scritchies anyway.
Please, Master. I do not require scritches.
Niss.
Yeah.
Ask Julian what happened.
He was
If he
talking
remembers. Yes, but if he remembers anything. A face or a voice.
Do you remember anything as to how your body died?
Of course, yes, I remember everything. It was quick.
Any faces, any voices?
No. I was simply bashed against a wall multiple times.
Thanks, Randall. I needed to hear that.
But hear what?
Relay.
Oh.
I do believe the final blow was a boot to the head.
Relay to Randall.
Master,
Might make it a bit gorier.
is that what you would call a curb stomp?
Sorry, that's Lydia laughing, not Nick.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yes, Julian. I think that is.
Then I was repeatedly bashed against a wall, and then curb stomped, Master. I am very glad I can't feel any pain.
Yeah. Aren't you just?
But apparently I can feel glad. That's something.
Lawyers. No.
So I assume then that the thug that nabbed Julian and got away beat Julian to death and then ended up getting killed by the same person that killed the two people that were from
Apparently, she has
the
disposable
Foundation.
goons at her bidding because.
I don't know if she has anything to do with them. I think this is someone else that maybe has something against the Foundation.
What was it again? She said. Ask for Barky, the blade.
Matt doesn't remember, but Randall would because he has
Go
keen
to
and he remembers all sorts
Oh,
of things.
don't worry. I was already going to say.
Flaming Flagon.
She said to go to the Flaming Flagon and speak to the barkeep, saying that the blade sent you to talk to the Don.
I remember that it's in the Gold Walk,
It is in
which
the
is
Gold Walk.
somewhere that Randall does not want to be going just yet, ideally. But that's that.
It's the
If we
merchant
remember
district.
correctly, if we zoom back to last session, Welby was referred to as the foreman? Not the
foreman.
Don, so this seems as if perhaps it might be a different organisation.
Or an internal power struggle.
Yes.
Maybe. It could be that Vault is divided into two, like one's on one side and one's on the other. Who knows? But for now, Randall's gonna go to bed because Randall is really tired and still has a headache.
Okay. Your beds are unfortunately little more than a Hessian sack stuffed with straw, but they'll do.
Before going to bed, Wulfric's going to actually pray quite intently at the fact that he practically was very close to death today. And when we went into the temple, hearing their clerics talk about receiving visions reminds me of my own, but things that haven't happened for a while. So I'm basically just asking for guidance and reassurance before I didn't fall asleep.
As you're used to, Helm's response is non-existent.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Before I go to sleep, I just look at the sky and go, "Can I sleep tonight? Thanks." And I just
Trance out on the floor. So, as morning dawns, you all awake, a little stiff from the unfortunate resting conditions, but nonetheless rested. You regain all of your slots and everything.
Yeah.
Half your spent hit dice. You get you get your portent rolls.
Oh yeah. I knew there's something I was missing. Don't think these are going to be quite as useful as some of my previous ones, but who knows?
Are they both middling?
Yeah, pretty much. It
Unfortunately.
might be alright for might be okay for some things.
Okay, so you're heading downstairs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you all make your way downstairs, when you get to the bottom, there are a couple of patrons in the inn, and a different barkeep. Very different, in fact. They're a human.
Oh. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
What happened to the
Arxan.
what was his name? Arxan?
Arxan.
Oh, the previous owner has decided to sell on this bar, and it is under new management.
That was quick.
I'd like to have a quick scan around the room just to see what's what.
I want to
Can I
insight
check?
Okay,
I was going to do that afterwards, but I just wanted to see if there's anything else in the room that might require it first.
make a perception check.
Well, I think he's telling the truth because I rolled a natural one.
check. Oh, I've got 20, not natural.
Perception. 19.
Okay. Looking around the room, Wulfric, most of the patrons in here are wearing dark blue hooded robes and are being very quiet about their business. The barkeep, Tae'la, is lying through his teeth.
What colour were the robes again, sorry?
Blue.
Dark blue.
Dark blue.
Like the dark blue we saw yesterday, I'm hazarding a guess.
Remarkably so.
Funny that. Almost uncanny.
You didn't dodge out the way of that one.
Did I manage to get a rough number of how many people were?
3.
3.
Kind of like look at Wulfric.
Well, we had an agreement with the previous owner for us to stay here for the week, but
All of your agreements will be honored. However, I have received notice that one of our sister inns has said that you may stay there for the same price.
Oh, let me guess.
Gets up. The Flaming Flagon.
Yeah.
Flagon.
Interesting.
Yes, I've heard of that. It's over at the Gold Walk. Yeah, I know it.
It is a fine establishment. One day I hope to elevate this inn to such a level.
So what you're saying is that even though we've paid here for the week, we can go and stay there as well?
Well, not as well. You would be transferred there.
I see. So if we wish to stay there, we could stay there instead of staying here.
I
Of
think
course.
our wishes are not exactly going to be taken into consideration.
You are free to do whatever you wish.
Of course we are.
Mm-hmm.
So did the previous owner say where they were going?
Only they were going on a long trip.
Huh.
I believe he mentioned a pilgrimage.
Huh.
Yes. To see the great temple of Moradin in the barrier.
Right.
The barrier.
Okay.
The barrier being, Randall, the large mountain range that lies to the north of Vault.
Can I still tell that he's lying and that they've just killed him and put him in the bin?
His tone of voice hasn't changed. But you're unable to ascertain the actual truth. You just know he's lying.
Suspicions.
I mean,
Are the people in the hooded people, are they sat together?
2 of them are, one of them is not.
I walk over to the 2 that are sat together. excuse me. I couldn't help but notice your robes. They're very fine, very lovely looking. Just wondering if you could tell me where you got them from, so I may be able to get one myself.
One of them looks up at you, puts the hood down on the robe. You see it's a sort of late 20s. He's got big mutton chops. Oh, yeah, I certainly can. Well, what you need to do is you go over there to the gold walk, and there's a lovely stall. Johanna, that's who mans it. She's lovely. She's usually there on... she'll be there today, actually. She's very nice.
Johanna?
Yes, Johanna.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Look for the woman who looks like she's had one too many pork pies, one too many times.
Very well. I shall.
He was oddly chipper.
I'm gonna be that guy. And by the bar, can I cast Zone of Truth?
You can, however, it will be noticeable by everyone around you, because you have to speak loudly.
Can I make it almost seem like I'm praying?
Spellcasting is unfortunately very obvious.
Darn.
Unless you're a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm. I kind of just want to do the side eye to someone in the group. Do the whole, like, I mean, I could do something. Shall I do something sort of side eye?
And I do the whole don't look at me because I will always say yes side eye.
I'll go along with it for now.
Are you not casting the spell then?
No.
All right. Okay.
Right, shall we go?
Yep, and then I will, I will just do outside the tavern, and outside when I'm sure that we're relatively alone, I'll be like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
No. So what do we think? Rivals or mutiny?
Let's find out.
This is literally only one way for us to find out for definite. This is really close to where I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got much choice.
Oh,
to be
by the
honest,
way,
Randall.
Can you disguise yourself?
I forgot to ask Stu. First thing this morning, I'm gonna stroke my face to see if there's been any kind of extra beard growth as a result of the blessing.
It does not seem so.
Fuck. Do I have a big welt on the top of my head though?
You don't. Your head actually feels completely fine.
Huh. And my hands? Because it was like
completely fine, as if nothing had happened.
The blessing didn't give me a beard, guys. I'm a little sad.
Oh.
Not yet. You never know. With time.
Volt wasn't
Maybe you
built
need
in
a
day.
couple. Maybe you need a couple more blessings.
I'm not sure. It really hurt. I mean, it's fine now, but at the time, when you get a hit really hard, and then you see weird stuff in front of your eyes.
No.
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 Well, if you had ever been hit really hard, then you'd know.
I just kind of gesture back to the inn, and then
So as you walk and have this conversation, you're heading to the gold walk, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take you too long to get there. Randall's knowledge of the city means that it's rather quick for you to traverse across it. And as you make your way across one of the large bridges that connects both sides of Vault, you look down into the Hero's March. You see the flags that flutter along the sides there. Too far away for you to ascertain what they are from here. But you know, Randall, that the Hero's March is the sides of it are all aligned with the flags of thousands and thousands of adventuring parties. Some heroes of ages long past, and others new and unknown.
Maybe one day we'll have our own flag along here.
need
Hey,
a
if we
flag
survive the week.
We're already heroes of Skiff,
That's
apparently.
true.
So we're told.
And hey, even if we don't survive, to die is but another great adventure. Here's hoping
Postpone
for
that
not that,
adventure a little.
but-
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it
I'm
was
not sure that's
great.
really an adventure. Yeah, I'm not sure that's an adventure I want to go on just yet.
No.
As you're having this conversation, Wulfric, a hand is placed upon one of your shoulders. As you look over, you see a heavy gauntlet, and on the back of it, an eye.
Right. I'd kind of spin round.
The figure crosses his arms as he stands in front of you now. I thought I saw the shield.
What do I see now?
So, looking now, you see a figure in full plate armor, over the top of which he is wearing dark blue, but not like midnight blue, but like a regal blue, split robe trimmed at the bottom in white. Like small sections of the bottom of it are marked in white. On his breast is a small golden like metal like brooch, basically on his breastplate. That is a pair of scales.
Right.
And he smiles at you now. He's got long black hair, which is tied back in a ponytail, a scruffy beard, which is, though kind of scruffy, is actually well kept. It's just not like big bushy. It's more like long stubble. He smiles at you. So, what brings another member of the Lost Religion to Vault?
Well, the same as what brings anyone anywhere, really. Life happens. And it leads you down peculiar paths sometimes.
Indeed. I have a
never got your
question
name.
to ask you.
Sorry.
My name? Well, I will tell you my name if you can answer me this question.
Okay.
Have you recently been suffering from the same malady as myself? Have you had no contact?
Yes. I fear. Well, I wasn't sure if I was the only one or if I'd done something wrong, but now you're making me question.
It is not a easy thing to find as another worshipper of the Watcher. Our numbers are fewer now than ever. And I worry that that may be a reason why he does not answer our calls anymore. My name. You wanted to know it.
Yes.
Well, I am Deacon Alfred Mayo. I'm one of the law holders here in Vault. One of the few who are currently not indisposed, and he taps his neck.
I see. We have met a few individuals who are indisposed, as you say.
You will meet many more. Sorry, I have not introduced myself to the rest of your band.
Mm-hmm.
A good day to you all.
Good day.
I'll give him like a respectful nod.
I trust from your reaction you understand my meaning of indisposed.
All too well.
Yes, I unfortunately myself have a month.
Yeah, me too. Well, maybe less. I'm not sure.
Oh, an Arcanist.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, you get to keep your free will with yours on.
I'm not so sure about that. From what I've experienced so far, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, trust me, it can only get worse.
Oh, I know.
But I don't feel like this is the correct venue to have this conversation. In fact, I do not believe there is any correct venue to have this conversation right now.
No, you're probably right.
It's just good to know that there is another watcher here.
Comforting, to some degree.
Comforting is a word you could use for it. A little light compared to the word I would have used.
Which would have been? Just out of curiosity.
Well, a sense of overwhelming happiness.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to tone it down, you see.
You're the first I've seen in near 20 years.
That's a long time.
It is.
It's been a while for me too, but not nearly as long.
I see. Well, this was good to meet you. Your name? I don't believe I got yours.
Wulfric Michelson.
Of Hjartaheim?
The very same.
Have you heard the news?
News?
Yes, one of the Jarl's daughters. I believe she's ascended to the Grand Runescribe of the college there. Unfortunately, her first assignment appears to be one that, well, I'm not sure she can fix it. It's not really her jurisdiction.
What do you mean by that?
Let's just say it's not going to be spring much longer.
I don't suppose I could press you for any more information. This is, a subject I am quite heavily invested in.
Find yourself an hourglass. You'll see what I mean.
Okay.
I must be going now. I'll probably be wondering where I've got to.
If I feel the need of finding or talking to you again, where would best be?
Sort of points over to sort of the northwest to a very large, imposing-looking tower on the back corner of the city. That would be the place. The Everwatch.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and may Helm watch over us both.
He clangs his eyed gauntlet against his chest and goes, Helm is always watching.
I clang against the shield as well.
And he turns, his cape billowing out in the wind behind him, the Eye of Helm proudly displayed on the back of it. As he steps away, he vanishes off into the crowd.
Like a bunch of bloody peacocks.
The eye on the shield turns slowly to look at That's my job.
Oh, fuck fucking eye's creepy, man. It's creepy.
Right. Well, don't know about you, but that made me feel a little bit better about today.
I didn't understand half of what happened.
No,
So, but if you feel better, that's good.
I do
Yeah.
have something, an idea, but we can't talk about it here.
Randall.
Yes,
Hourglasses. Anywhere on the way? Would I be able to find an hourglass?
Let me have a think. would I know of any shops or tradesmen's market stalls that might sell kind of little knick-knack, bric-a-brac, second-hand
Give a dog a bone.
that might have, might have hourglasses?
You have struggled to not find something before in Vault. You would definitely be able to find an hourglass very easily. You could probably name a dozen shops that sold hourglasses, curio shops, everything from that, general stores, everything.
Yeah, we can find one on the way.
Good. Maybe then I'll find out what Alfred actually meant by that.
Yeah, it was a little cryptic.
Yeah.
He said,
And he doesn't have the collar yet.
he said the Jarl's daughter. Is that your sister?
One of, yes.
Alright.
And well, given a grand rune scribe,
Wait, does that mean that she has to have a collar as well?
as far as I'm aware, that's just you guys. But I don't know. Would I know?
You would not.
Oh.
You'd never seen any collars on any of the House of Wolfram members, and you know that the House of Wolfram did help with Dromir's collar.
So yeah, I imagine no, but
Well, that's good.
see, magic people tend to be quite secretive about all of their things. So
But I don't know what you mean.
Hides his book.
yeah, it's written in code. He made it when he was 3. That wouldn't surprise me.
How do you know about my code? I'm joking. I don't have a code.
I'm always watching.
It's just written backwards.
And every third letter is upside down.
So, as you continue to make your way in, you manage to quickly find a store, Wulfric, that sells hourglasses. And going in there, the shopkeeper is just offers you 15 gold for an hourglass.
Bit pretty.
Are there any other cool little things in here that...
In fact, you have managed to stumble into an hourglass merchant.
An hourglassery.
Of course.
They seem to only sell hourglasses, and they're all very overpriced.
With the one that has been offered at 15 gold, I'd like to turn it on the table and ask, so, in the time given, please explain to me why that costs so much.
The sand is already completely filled out. You flipped it and the sand instantly went...
That's not going to time anything. I'd do it again. I find a different one and do it again.
I place a hand on Wulfric's shoulder. I believe this is what he was talking about.
Just to make sure, though, I'll take one and turn it.
You take one, turn it upside down, the sand starts going upwards.
What the
I'd like to turn to the shopkeeper and go, anyone else been having weird things like this? And I slide it over to him to turn.
They slide it back to you. If I say yes, will you still buy it?
I just raise an eyebrow.
Just give me a sec. Arxan,
Mm.
can you come and try one of these hourglasses? Because they're a bit weird and I don't know if they're weird for everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna line up like 4 or 5 of them and then just go and turn them all over like one after the other.
Most of them go, but some of them go backwards, and one falls normally.
This one.
The one that falls normally.
Yeah, I pick up that one and I give it to Wulfric and I go, maybe you should try it again though, just in case.
Try it again.
As you try it again, the sand instantly drains to the other side.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't, Randall, it's not the hourglass, it's us. We're all fucky. Arxan, have you tried one?
I'll flip one.
As you flip one over, the sand instantly drains.
What the...
Yeah, I can assure you, it's not you. This has been happening to everyone. For about 3 weeks at this point. Maybe 4.
Any idea why?
Yeah, it beats me. It's been great
it-
for business, though.
How is this great for business?
Because they look cool now.
I'd like
That's what the kids say, at least.
I'd like to find the cheapest, simplest one.
That would be 15 gold. These are bona fide magical items now.
I'll put it back and leave.
I will mage hand steal one.
Lydia.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Natural 20, I shit you not. It's fucking dumb.
The shopkeeper does not even notice.
I can take a photo. I don't know. This scares me now. I'm using another die from now on. This is creepy as fuck.
A wise decision.
Ugh. As we leave the shop, I just go to Wulfric.
I kind of do that sort of puff up, like,
Yeah, it's illegal and I'm a bad
That's-
person, take it.
that's wrong.
Yeah, it
You
is.
shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it is, you're welcome.
I take it out of her hand.
So you take it out of her hand.
You should put this back. I don't need it.
But maybe just not right now.
Oh god, Stu wrote something down.
Stu's always writing stuff down that we don't know, or
They
making
regret
us
nothing.
writing stuff down. I still have letters on my character sheet.
It was either him stealing from you or me stealing from him. Potatoes.
And I was genuinely gonna put it back, but now you're making it feel wrong. I don't know why.
15 gold for that piece of shit.
15 gold was very expensive.
I don't need it. I feel like
I get the impression that regardless of where we go to buy one of these things, that it's going to be the same regardless.
Yeah.
And they're probably all going to have hiked their prices up as a result. But I think this is what your colleague was talking about.
I'll pass it back to Niss and just really sort of as holier than thou as I can do the sort of you should probably put that back.
Probably.
And I just hand it over.
Really, that look? Oh my god. Oh my god.
With the eyelashes.
Fine.
Do you want to just walk in and put it back? Or do you want to sneakily do it?
I want to sneakily do it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
What's this being at?
Different die, just saying.
I'm feeling like a hand's just gonna go around the door, put it back, and clearly seen, and just go on the way back.
That's still a 26.
I rolled a 4. You put the hourglass back, and no one is any the wiser.
Happy.
Always.
Right. We need to get moving. So
Flaming Flagon.
there's are we in the Gold Walk now?
You are, yes. That's where you
Okay.
purchased that.
So there's the Temple of Erathis, if you need a temple. Otherwise, it's mainly shops and stuff in this area. Maybe the tavern or two.
So you know that the Gold Walk is it consists of 3 large market squares with long straight roads connecting each of them along the straight roads are the shops themselves.
Okay.
Well, is there anything that we're currently lacking in? Because whatever happens in the Flaming Flagon seems to... Well, I feel like it's going to take up some time.
Does everyone have a potion of healing?
Yep.
I think me and Arxan don't. We only bought 3.
I have
We
one.
gave them to you. Oh, well.
I have. You think you gave me one as well?
Yeah, I
have one.
Yes, you did.
I bought 3 and then I gave Randall and this one.
So
Fair enough.
maybe it might be worth seeing if we can grab a couple more, just to be on the
Yes.
safe side.
And I would like some more ingredients for the Find Familiar ritual, because just in case this happens again, they seem to be aware of familiars in this place.
Do I know of a particularly good or reputable shop that would sell stuff like that?
As
Maybe
you,
one I've been to before.
As you were an Arcanist, or an Arcanist in training, all of your supplies were like your magical supplies were actually supplied by the school itself,
Oh, I see.
and you had no need of that.
Right.
So you wouldn't know of any specifics, but being a wizard as you were, you'd probably know how to spot a good one.
Okay.
Also, while we're doing the shopping around and stuff, now that I've had time to process whatever Alfred managed to say to me and clear up the whole sands thing, I'd like to constantly be looking around, making sure that there's no seedy people following us and this, that, and other.
Seedy people.
Yeah, the seedy people.
Okay. Good to know. Just make me a perception check then for general, because you're actually, actively looking. Right?
14 plus 7.
Did you want to go and look for Jermaine the blacksmith as well while we're here?
Yeah, but that's lower priority at the minute.
Okay.
So, 14 plus 7. So that'd be 21.
Okay, good to know. So, you're going to look for a magical.
Yeah,
magical
just to
supplies.
see, something that we can get Niss some ingredients and maybe get a couple of potions.
Okay, all right. So, as you wander around, you eventually come across what very obviously looks like a magical item shop. On the front, there is a large sort of bay window looking into the interior, and you can see there are a number of staff members milling around inside, talking to customers on a very one-to-one basis. The interior that you can see from the outside is covered in on the ceiling with these big sweeping drapes, and the outside has a sign, a big sign that is very well painted, and it says "Instruments of the Leviathan," and it has a very big sea serpent on it.
Ooh, that looks cool. Right?
Leviathans, very, very fearsome creatures.
Cool. Then let's try this one.
Cool. Looks
I mean,
fancy.
yeah. Yeah.
Looks wizardy.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay. I open the door and proceed inside.
Okay. So as you walk inside, you can instantly hear the soft sound of violin music emanating from an unknown source, the hustle and bustle of multiple people being talked through different things. There are a multitude of magic items that you can see around here, variations. There are cloaks, there are swords, there are books, you see rings and amulets, all manner of different things. However, most of them appear to have a very large arcane lock fixing them in place.
I
Even
wasn't
the
going to steal
books?
here.
Even the books.
Aw.
Got the dad look from Jamie. I'm not going to do it.
Dad look.
I was a dad look.
It was.
Very much was.
Do they,
You're younger than me too. Fuck off.
do the books look like spell books, or do they look like information books?
They look like a mix of the two.
I go have a look while these lot do their thing.
Okay.
I look around to see if I can find someone that maybe works there that doesn't look like they're already busy with someone else.
Okay. You have to wait a bit, but someone does eventually finish and wanders out. And one of the store owner, the shopkeeper's shop assistant, sorry, walks over to you and goes, "A good day and welcome to the Instruments of the Life. And how can I help you today?"
Good day. Myself and my group of friends here, we are interested in procuring some reagents for a summoning. Is that correct, Niss?
Find familiar.
Find familiar spell. But we're also maybe looking for some health potions, if you have any of those. Potion
Could
of healing.
I ask what your occupation is?
Explorer?
I see. And are you all an adventuring party together?
Yes.
Right. Well, in that case, then, I feel underqualified to speak to you. Would you like to speak to the owner?
Oh. I suppose if you don't feel like you can help us. I mean, I'm sure you could do just fine.
No, it's quite all right. I am not trained to deal with your sort of things. I deal with minor magical implements for more distinguished types.
How do you know that we're not distinguished? Just because we're an adventuring party, as you put it.
I am being polite for the purposes of the other people in this store.
Oh,
And he
you're
sort of
being
looks
polite.
around at the nobles in the store, who look very hoity-toity.
Oh, I see. You're being polite. Okay, maybe I would like to speak to your manager
I
then.
purposefully go. I'm really gross.
I'm just very happy that you did that.
He just shoots you a glance that is, "I like you," rather than, "I'm disgusted by you." Of course, let me go get my boss. And as he walks away, pushing aside the curtains which make up the back part of this shop, like the long drape-like curtains. But while this is going on, Tae'la, you look through the books, and there's all manner of books there. You see a number of spell books from various different places. You find a book there, which is a book on the elemental plane of air. And there is several copies of the Crown of Irion there as well. It seems to be quite a popular book. Those copies, all but one of those copies aren't bound. They're just sat in a pile. But one of the copies is bound, and that one looks far more regal than the others. And after a time, you see a very tall, slender, very, very pale, almost white-skinned individual step through the curtains, followed by the shop assistant you'd spoken to before. Her hair is also completely white. Her eyes are a piercing purple, and she stands a good probably half a foot taller than even you, Arxan and Tae'la. But she's very slender and is dressed in a long, flowing, layered dress with a waistcoat over the top. Her hair is long, but is kept in place by a circlet around the top. And there is a central braid in the back of her hair, which carries down with the rest of her hair. And as she brushes it to the side, you see long elven ears. And she walks towards you. Good evening and or good morning. I'm sorry, it is hard to keep track of time. My name is Michel Chasson. I reckon the instruments of the Leviathan. How can I help you today?
Hello. Good morning. Myself and my exploring friends are here to procure some items. We need a find familiar spell reagents.
Reagents for your find familiar spell. It is, of course.
Yeah. And if you have any potions of healing.
Of course, are you looking for potions of healing or superior or greater ones? We have all sorts in stock. Unfortunately, as when it comes to actual magical items, we are unable to sell those right now. There's a city-wide lockdown on them, but that is not applicable to potions. No, that's just a security method to stop unscrupulous people stealing my stock.
That's a wise decision.
She does not have a collar on.
Cool.
So there's a lockdown on the selling of magical weapons?
Magical items in general.
Oh.
And how long's that been in effect?
Is this point around 15 years?
Oh. I probably should have known that then.
Is probably not the sort of things that you would have been expected to buy in terms of your studies, Master Arcanist.
Oh.
Magical implements, they are still able to buy as such, things like emerald gems, the stones and such, but however, the more practiced magical items, such as the swords or perhaps a ring of protection, they have been unable to be sold for a long time.
How did you know I was an Arcanist?
You are wearing the robes of the House of Cuprum.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Maybe we should buy you a ginger cloak.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, mightn't it?
Actually, yeah. Do you have any?
He got that cloak though. The last.
Yeah, it's a cloak. It's
just
not
a cloak.
It's just a cloak.
We do sell many different dresses and visages here that you could buy. They are directly imported from my homeland.
Oh.
Do you have anything that's kind of like plain, not likely to draw attention to our friend here?
Unfortunately, I do not deal in that sort of gear.
Also, where, if you don't mind the question, where is your homeland?
I am from the place known as the Tae'la.
Cool.
It is a continent and the upper lands.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Okay. Well, maybe we should go somewhere else for a change of clothes for me then.
Yeah.
But yes, what?
How much would the ingredients for the Find Familiar spell be?
That would be around 10 gold.
Lovely.
Okay.
I will make it in the 10 gold for you.
That's very nice. And the healing potions, regular and
each
racer?
healing potion is around 50 gold. However, the more expensive ones are 500 gold each. They heal a far greater amount of them.
I think if we just get maybe 2 or 3 of the small ones for the time being.
I believe currently we have what was it? She turns to the shop assistant and goes, "Oh, that would be 17 in stock at the last count, ma'am." So we have 17 in stock.
Okay.
And we can take a few more. We have 3.
Yeah. If everyone has one and we have a couple spare, then I think that would probably be the best.
Who doesn't have one other than me?
I think you're the only one that doesn't have one at the moment. I think everyone else has.
Fair enough.
So if we get one for Wulfric, and then we get maybe another 2. Maybe,
That's just
and then maybe give an extra 1 to Arxan and another 1 to somebody else, whoever's not likely to go down.
let's just take 5. And
You will get 5.
yeah,
5 healing
we have
potions?
money at the moment.
That would be 5 times 250 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's on top of the 10 gold for your reagents. That would be 260 gold altogether.
I'll take 2 of that, or maybe
2 sets of the reagents. Okay, so that would be altogether 270 of your finest gold. Is there anything else any of you would like? We do have other potions on offer. They are not prohibited, thankfully. Otherwise, I would be out of business.
Just as a quick question, you have some spell books and spell scrolls?
Yes, however, they are prohibited. Also, the spell books, however, are able to be rented. We found a loophole in this stipulation.
I see. And how much is it to rent, and how long is that for?
To use our study room and to rent the spell books for use in copying, that would be 10 gold for every spell that you copy down.
Oh. Okay, good to know. I may return.
We do have tea and coffee making facilities in the study room as well.
That's amazing.
And at lunchtime, we do have pastries.
Awesome. This
I like
place is
this place. This place is
yeah.
good.
I like this place too. I might just come back from the tea and pastries.
Yes, they're only available to paying customers.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But we are paying now, so.
Push your luck.
This is exactly what your friend said.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fair enough. Okay.
I'm paying.
Okay. As you hand over the gold, the shop assistant scurries off into the back, and after a time emerges with a belt, and on the belt there are the 5 healing potions that you offered for, and a small brown parcel that has your reagents in. Hands them to you. The belt and the belt pouch, the belt and the holders are free of charge.
That's very kind.
Nice.
Thanks. All right.
I wave at
So-
the nobles as I leave.
Just out of curiosity, though, what other potions did you have on offer?
Currently, at this time, we have one potion of heroism in store, and I do believe we have a number of potions of resistance.
You got any magic plate?
Unfortunately, sir, we're unable to sell that at this current time. However, yes, we do have a set of magic plate.
So why can't you sell?
Because it's prohibited.
It's been
As
prohibited for the last
you
15
have
years.
been discussing for the
Oh,
past
sorry.
amount of time.
Let's move on before the,
Yep.
The shop assistant, who's the only one left with you now, is there any other transactions would you like to make before you
Not for the moment. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much for your business. It's been a pleasure, and I may return to do some renting of your books.
Of course. However, I do ask that you don't crow about that from the purchase.
No. Of course. Your secret is safe with me.
It better be.
Yes,
I do
and
like threatening people. It's rather enjoyable, is it not?
you're very good at it. Deception roll.
Okay.
He's too dumb for that.
Off we go. So,
You make your way outside.
are we splitting the potions now, or are we keeping them for later, or?
Yeah, Wulfric, take one. You don't have one, right?
Yeah.
I think Wulfric and Arxan should have 2,
Yeah.
Just because they're the ones that are usually at the front taking the beatings.
I'm good. I don't need one. I've got a recoverable pool of hit points that I can just pop on people.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about yourself.
Yeah, it's like, what, maximum of 10? I have 25 that I have stockpiled every day. I don't need another one.
Okay.
Fine, then all of us take 2.
Okay.
All right.
2 for Wulfric. 2 for you. 1 for me, yeah. Everyone has 2.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So, clothes, and then to the tavern that we all really want to get to.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Very quickly, you managed to find a set of clothes that would suit Randall's persuasion, but yet not attract too much attention. They're rather cheap. 5 silver is as much as they run you.
Cool. I'll take that out of my own. So it's silver.
The encounter is not interesting enough for me to roleplay it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
We don't blame you.
So I'm assuming I'm just going to be wearing sort of greens and browns.
Okay. That's fine. Is it still a robe?
Like a buggy.
Is it?
Are you still
say?
wearing a robe?
Do I need to as a wizard? Or can I just wear whatever I like?
Do you want to look fly?
Well, at the moment, I don't. At the moment, I want to look like a general...
In that case, then, I recommend a pair of burgundy chinos, some suspenders, and a beige plaid shirt.
It'd only work if you had a beard, and you can't quite pull that look off, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll get the
He's also not from Portland.
just kind of greens and browns.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing too major or fancy.
I imagine
not
in
a
the shop
robe either.
I imagine in the shop he was like, "Does it come in copper?" I went, "Oh wait, no. That's the opposite of no."
Yeah, that's not what. Okay.
So, as you eventually find your way to the Flaming Flagon, it's a very large inn, currently boasting 3 stories and being incredibly wide. It is made in what we would call an a traditional Tudor style. It has the black painted cross beams with the white stucco between them. It has a thatched roof, and it looks actually rather inviting.
On my way, I've still been keeping my eye out. Nothing's
Of course.
piqued my interest.
Don't worry, I would have let you know.
Just checking.
Before going in, I tucked Julian away into a pocket dimension.
Yep.
Poor Julian.
Yeah. After giving him scritchies.
I wonder how Guildwing reacted to all that as well.
Guildwing did not seem to react.
I haven't prepared to speak with animals today, so I couldn't ask him.
Nerds.
So, are you making your way inside?
Yep.
Going inside, it's a rather lively atmosphere. There is a number of small fire pits in here that are flued as to not set fire to the entire place, over which, around which, there are tables and all manner of peoples who are chatting and talking. There are all sorts of individuals, some wearing dark blue hooded robes, others just general folk. And in the center of it all, there is a bar that is square and sits in the center, and there are tables all around it, at which there is currently a barkeep working.
I walk up to the barkeep.
Right, good day there. What can I do for you today? Welcome to the Flaming Flagon, the finest establishment in this here city.
And it looks lovely. We're
Right,
actually
thank
here
you.
on business, I believe. Is the Dawn available?
You not expecting anyone? Who's this Don you're talking about?
The Blade sends us.
I want to have a look around inside now.
Looking around inside, you can see there are a number of people wearing the dark blue hooded robes that you'd seen before. Hooded cloaks, sorry. Oh, Blade sends you then, right? Blade wants you to see the Dawn. Did they say why?
No.
Well, I'm afraid I can't let you see him then.
Can we talk to them?
No, I just said you can't see him.
It's about a favour.
Do you have the exact message?
Randall would, because he would remember it with his keen mind, but Matt didn't write it down, so I have no idea what it was.
The Blade sends us to speak to the Dawn.
Right? Randall would know that she said, the Blade sends to speak to the Dawn. We owe him a favour.
Right.
Weird.
Was the full message.
Yeah. Apparently we owe him a favour, so...
Well, guess you gotta go see the Dawn then, right? Follow me. Don't bump your head. And he opens up a trap door on the inside of the bar.
Alright.
I go.
Yep. I bang my head because I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Oh, Randall.
I'm like in the same place that I got hit on the head from the hammer.
So, as you make your way down the staircase, at the end of it, there is a door leading into a Shumithia room. The door is heavy and iron, and has a ring handle on it. And Barkeep was, well, this is where I leave you. If the Dawn's really expecting you, you'll probably come back out alive. If he's not, it's nice meeting you.
Have a good day then.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
I want to check everything. For traps, for thieves' cant, for everything. Twice over.
Before you can try, the door opens.
Oh boy.
Never mind.
So, stepping inside, there is a large open room, decorated very opulently with trimmed walls. There are large paintings hanging on either side, and at the center of the room there is what appears to be a hot tub. Flanking either side of the back of the hot tub are two very well-armed members of the Quiet Foundation, and lounging in the hot tub is what appears to be a 6-foot-tall, bright red newt.
I did not expect this.
Mm-hmm.
So, what brings you to the Dawn?
Holding back the puns, holding back the puns.
The newt clicks his fingers, and one of the guards reaches down and offers a small box, which the newt opens and takes out a cigar. Clicks his fingers again, comes down, lights it. So, I ask again.
We are sent by the Blade to speak to you.
Apparently we
Or
owe you
we
a
owe
favour.
you a favor.
Ah, that you do.
I'm not entirely sure why, though.
Well, you already know why.
Niss, do you know why?
I think it's one of those sort of cliche because I let you live things.
Oh, right.
A
Yeah.
wise guy, eh?
Oh god.
Hey, we got a wise guy, see?
Ah, sure.
You're right, though. The blade tells me she intercepted some assassins from Welby.
Well, yeah, I mean, about that, I don't think they were assassins. I mean, surely if they're assassins, they have to have killed us, and we're still here.
They never got you.
That's because we cast spells on them to hold them in position.
Oh,
I
Randall.
tap Randall on the shoulder. No.
Not them.
No.
Not them.
There's
Not them.
I want some
Little
proof
Was it
of these assassins.
boy.
Was it the other ones?
Randall.
You
I-
want
Look, we've
little boy?
I want
you,
proof that
Randall?
they really were assassins and this isn't some bullshit you've come up so we're in your pocket.
You have to believe me.
insight check. I mean, that's all I can do.
Sure.
3. That's what I get for rolling the other dice. 7.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Mm.
Do you know who Welby is?
We tried to find out, but that didn't end well.
Well, it ended all right for us eventually.
He's my boss, as it were.
Okay.
He's
And-
the foreman. They call him One-Eyed. Can you guess why?
Is
He
he
has
a cyclops?
one eye?
Little boy, you're testing my patience.
He does that.
He has one eye, and he hates dwarves. Putting the rest of the Foundation's business on hold for the sake of some petty stunties. He wants them ousted, though I think if he gets his way, he'd rather kill them. And
And
that's bad for business.
Among other things.
So are you saying that the owner of the other inn that we were originally staying at is not on a pilgrimage?
I don't think I need to answer that question.
Right.
what would you like us to do about the 4-man? Just take the other eye, or the whole rest of it?
You are funny. You think you can take the foreman? No. You are doing me a favor, not a miracle. I
what is
just want something back. One of my associates lost something very important to me in a bet. You see now, the Don gestures behind you, and next to the door behind you, you see the very broken and battered body of a Quiet Foundation member, very like bruised all over, multiple torture scars sitting in a pool of his own blood.
Is he still alive?
Very much not.
Mm.
So, I want you to simply get it back.
What did he lose?
Something important to me. Was I not clear?
No, you weren't. You really weren't. It
So-
could be an item. It could be.
Is it like a loofah or like a pummel stone?
I just put my hand on Randall's shoulder.
Little
squeeze a
boy,
little.
I'd suggest you stop talking. So, glad you could accept my request. You will find the item in possession of a gambler. He goes by the name of Grumbrel Wretchston. He runs a gambling den in the Vagrant's Cut. Calls it the Maiden's Drapes. The fine fellow he is. I just want the object back. I don't care how.
Oh, that should be doable.
Depends.
If it's not, I will simply kill you. And let me tell you, that is not hard for me. Do we have a deal?
Do we have a choice?
Are you mocking my accent?
I would never.
Come closer here.
Oh, God. I step one step closer.
Let me shake on our deal.
But your hands are all pruny.
I have scales.
Pruny scales.
You are quite a fool. Shake my hand before I become completely repugnant of you.
I'm used to that.
If
I
he's
shake
a
his
new, if he's a
hand.
new, he doesn't have scales. They're amphibians.
He goes to
Take the
shake your
hand.
hand, and as he does, he stubs his cigar out on the back of your hand. Just drives it in deep.
Can I try not to make... Can I roll something not to react?
Make a Constitution saving throw. And then make an athletic. And then make an athletics check.
16. Constitution is 17.
Okay. He managed to not
Athletic.
flinch.
Athletics is 12.
As he grabs you now, he pulls you into the hot tub,
You.
which is, unfortunately for you, currently at around 170 degrees Celsius. And you burn.
All of me or just the hand?
Oh, he's just pulled you in.
Mm.
Get her out of there. and then leave.
I instantly, even when she got pulled into the water, I would have wanted to lurch forward. So,
Yeah, I did
Go
as well.
back.
Like,
And you take 18 points of fire damage.
Of course.
I kind of like help Niss's arm out, but as I'm doing it, I have like one finger like this.
You dance with death. I like that.
You
It
have
takes two to tango.
no idea, pal.
Little boy, didn't I tell you to be quiet?
I'm not very
Dancing.
good at listening to other people and what they tell me to do. So
I've noticed. Get out of my sight. All of you.
I start escorting Randall out.
I've got Niss looking after her, make sure she's all right, but still trying to like help her maintain her composure.
As you leave, the door closes behind you.
Well, that's new to me. I didn't do it inside with him. I tried so damn hard. Funny how he didn't tell us what we were looking for.
I'm sure it's going to be wonderfully fun to find out what it is.
Before that
So we-
pun broke me.
So we're basically going to have to go to this place, find the guy, and just collect a whole bunch of different things.
I have a
In the
feeling
hope that
we'll know
one
what
of the
it is.
thing-
I
Yeah.
don't think this guy just hoards trinkets. This is going to be a thing, and we'll know what the thing is.
Mm.
Could
For
even
that
be a
pun-
person, for all we know.
I was saying I'm starting to essentially go I was try and use the Heimel gem to I don't know cool
It cools you
everything.
off. You are currently covered in first-degree burns in about 90% of your body.
We'll get you fixed up. And I'm like really gently like pat a shoulder. Like really gently.
This works in the stories. Ow.
How much damage did that actually do to you then? Like,
18
was it
points.
quite bad? That was,
Yeah,
so that is quite bad.
I'm on half pretty much.
Yeah, well, in that case, I'll do the little pat too, but you will get a cure wounds out of it. So that's gonna. I mean, it could be worse. 11.
Thank you. 30.
Great.
As you make your way up back into the tavern, is there anything you'd like to do in here before you leave it?
No, I don't think so.
Burn it to the ground.
Nope.
But I'm not going to.
Oh, actually, are we gonna stay here, or are we gonna stay
I
at the dwarven
don't
spot?
really want to, but I feel like we're going to have to.
Yeah, this is the nicer option, but
Alright, I'll notify the barman that we'll be taking our rooms here.
Alright, yep.
Right. And then I don't know.
Then we head towards this place. I guess the sooner we get this done, the better.
Unfortunately, you don't know where it is. But you'll have to find that in 2 weeks, because that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Two. Oh, yeah, because you're
Yeah,
not going to be here, are you?
Yeah, we don't have a
Unfortunately-
session next week, sadly.
Yep.
Oh no, 2 weeks without D&D.
I'm sorry.
So,
Everyone will have to just go back and watch all the previous episodes.
Yes, that's what
Ooh,
you'll have
nice
to do.
plug.
but yeah, thank you for joining us, everybody. Like we just mentioned, there will not be a session next week, so we will see you all again in 2 weeks. And until that time, you can catch up if you'd like, using the handy dandy link about to be posted in chat.
I got it.
So that'd be the 25th of April.
Yeah, about 25th.
And you can also, if you want to ask us any questions about the game or anything like that, you can catch us all on Twitter. And make sure to catch our illustrious host, Susie, on any of her other streams that she does over the coming weeks and for the rest of her time as a streamer.
Hit that follow button.
Yay, the follow button.
And I hope you all enjoy, and as the Don would say...
That was an amazing voice, by the way, Stu. That was...
Good night.
Bye.